Hi guys, it's Monica Blando, makeup artist. So I'm super excited today because I have my longtime friend Servando Maldonado here with me on my channel.
Hey.
Servando does the most amazing hair. We work together all the time. We share Rosie Huntington Whiteley and Naomi Watts as our clients, and I just love your work, Servando. It's so beautiful, and he basically created this perfect beachy wavy hair on me today. I mean, look at my hair. I could never do this on my own.
Basically, I wanted to let you guys know and give you some tips on how to create this really cool, modern, beachy look that's seen all over the place. And that's what we did today. We used 2 different types of iron, so we could give you a couple of different varieties, and that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy it.
So if you want to see this video, just keep on watching, and don't forget to like it, to leave us some nice comments, and we see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.
Let's get started. So we started first on Monica's hair by giving her a nice blow dry. She came out with damp hair, and I applied the Leonard Grail Volume Mousse to her hair on the roots through the ends. After that, I used the Oscar Blondie Volume Active Volumizer. I applied it to her crown and through the top of her head to give her lift. Once I was done with that, I took this medium-sized Ibiza Boar bristle brush and I blew dry her hair straight, creating a slight bit of movement. So it still looks pretty before I get started, but it's a little bit on the straighter side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the beach waves. And a lot of people are doing this look right now, but a lot of people aren't able to achieve it because they don't really know how to use the curling iron right now in the proper way.
That's my problem when I do my own hair, and I'm so lucky I get to work with the most amazing hairdressers in the world, and I still have trouble using the curling iron. And I'm so excited that you're here today, Servando, because I want to learn how to use it.
Well, that's awesome. And so I'm going to kind of start by showing you 2 different situations. The first side here I'm going to show you is going to be done with a curling iron. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the bottom and I'm going to work my way up to the top. I'm going to start first by taking a clip and sectioning up the hair. On this side I'm going to use the curling iron, and I'm going to show you the effects of what a curling iron does in order to create this look. So Monica, what you would do with your hair, it depends on what you want. If you want to have a very kind of feathered look, then you go back. If you want to have a more natural look, then you use the curling iron going down in this motion, which I'm going to show you. So the first thing I do is I like to take the hair as so, and I like to start the curl mid-shaft, because when you go too close to the root, what happens is it gets too big and it becomes less natural looking. So what I do is I take my curling iron and I place it like this, and I usually pick open the barrel like this, and I wrap it around the hair, and I hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as you can see, I'm holding the hair at the end straight out. And when I let go, I pull it straight down to make it straighter and not so curly, creating a very nice, soft, undone wave. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working my way up to the top. But it just depends, because if you are going to go out and you're going to something more formal and you want it to really stick through the night, and you have the kind of hair that does not hold a curl to save its life, then my suggestion to you is definitely to use a very light hairspray or something that has a nice hold to it. This new Szechuan hairspray. It's really awesome, and I've been using it quite a bit on the set, and I've been using it on my clients in the salon. And it leaves a really nice hold, and it has an amazing fragrance to it. And so what you can do with your hair is, if you have problems with it, I can show you this, problems with it holding. You can take the hair as so, take a section of it as you're going along, and you take the hair. A lighter hairspray is definitely recommended, something that's light and nothing that has that much hold, and you lightly spray it, just very lightly. And once again, you take your curling iron, but at this point, when you're getting a little bit higher up to the head, you actually want to start going back away from the face, because then this will create the hair going away from the face. It'll frame the cheeks and it'll look very nice. So what I'm doing now is doing what Monica had said she does, which is go straight down and wrap around it going away from the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds on this because it's a finer piece. Once again, holding it. And you see it gets a very nice wave to it that's very pretty, and now it's going away from the face, and this is going down, which is what a natural pattern does. A natural pattern kind of goes down and has a wave that kind of goes down towards the face rather than away from the face. Okay, now that we're getting to the very front of the head, I'm going to show you this technique. What I like to do is I like to take this big piece in the front and I like to pull it down towards the cheek. So what I do is I pull it down towards the cheek, I take the curling iron behind it going down, and I work away from the face, pulling down. I hold for about 5 to 10 seconds, depending on the hair texture, and then I let go, and it creates a beautiful shape and brings the cheek right up. So now that I've showed you this side with the curling iron, I'm going to show you the other side with the flat iron. It's a bit of a different look. It's actually a little more grungy. In my opinion, it's a little cooler looking. The other way is really beautiful, but it's a little bit of a prettier look. And this look that I'm going to show you is pretty, but it has a little bit more of a grungy effect to it. So to create this like a little bit more grungy, cool girl look that we're doing here, what I love to do is I love to take the flat iron on a section, and you start and you lay it on top and you undulate the flat iron going in one direction. You flip the flat iron and you hold it right where that last bend is. You go the opposite direction, releasing the hair, if you can see. Once I get the flat iron on there, I release the hair, then I grab it. Then I release the hair, then I grab it. And that creates that soft wave going all the way down to the bottom, which is so beautiful and very in right now too. Always in, actually. This look never goes out of style, never has and never will. This is very much a style that has been around since the 60s and 70s. It's very Brigitte Bardot, very Sharon Tate, you know, very much California girl French style. Take a really big section of hair, once again pulling it down. And what you're going to do this time is you're going to kind of have you're going to have the flat iron going in this way, which is part of the problem that people have because they don't know where to hold it. And so what you do is you take the flat iron and you go in this way rather than the opposite direction that we had it, and you go in and then you go under, undulating. We have two totally different looks. Like we have one that's very pretty and it's got a lot more volume, a little bit more glamour to it on this side. And on this side we have a straight up, like beachy, like cool look with texture that, you know, they're similar, but there's definitely a difference as far as I'm concerned with this, you know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue on the back. And this is something that I usually do on the set and something I like to do with my clients because when you take the curling iron to the hair over the flat iron just in some pieces to create some, you know, just to create shape. Like I love the shape this is created on Monica's face on this side. You can clearly see the difference. This is a little bit more relaxed. This is a little bit more done. Now I'm a kind of person, I like it right in between. So what I'm going to do is take this relaxed hair and just give it a little bit more shape and a slight bit more glamour. That's all. Where I take the hair and comb it down. Use my 1 1/4" curling iron and go in at the cheek and go away from the face, holding it down and keeping the end out to create that natural look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what that has done is created this shape on this side of Monica's face, which really brings out her cheek and her lip and her eyes. And then what I like to do afterwards is just lightly take a couple of pieces, freehanding, wherever I feel it needs to be done, and going away from the face. So now what I'm going to do at the very end is I'm going to use, this is one of my favorite products, my favorite new products right now. It's Szechuan Volume Powder. And what I love to do with this with clients is I like to spray it on the ends and give it a great texture. So that's what I'm going to do first. So Monica, what I'm going to have you do is kind of lightly put your hair to the side. Thank you. And I'm going to spray it on the end. And it smells so good. I mean, it smells, you guys, it smells so good.
I wish they could smell this through the camera.
I know. It's actually one of my favorite smells. It's so cool. So as you see, I'm just kind of getting it on the ends, like this, creating movement. And then afterwards, what I love to use on the roots, on almost everybody, because it gives such a great texture, is this Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. It really is one of the best things that I've used lately.
That's my product. I use that all the time.
I love it. And what I love to do with this product is you're going to see it's going to create a big difference, is I like to spray the roots.
Have you heard the expression, if you're stranded on an island, what product did you bring?
Yeah, this one.
That's my product. Yeah, I would have that with me.
And I like to just kind of, you see this, like kind of get it in there. Because this is what's going to make it really crunchy and really have that cool, like beach girl, like beach look. Roots, see that? And if you're really daring, you have the client go upside down. So Monica, if you can do this for me, if you can.
I'm going to go upside down.
Just try it, yes. Try it for me, please.
All right.
Because this will make a big difference. Underneath, as you can see.
I feel like I have so much hair right now. I haven't seen a mirror or anything like that, but I just feel like I have so much hair.
Well, I mean, totally. I mean, this is the great thing about these texturizing sprays is not only do they give your hair texture, they give it lift, and they make it feel and look more massive.
Yeah.
Not that you want it to be so big all the time, but it's nice to have that texture in there because that's what really gives you that beach look.
Yeah. Feels like I've been at the beach all day long.
And not only that, this look, not only is it a beach look, but it's a very popular look right now on the red carpet.
Red carpet, yeah.
Because, you know, nowadays people, you know, they have these gorgeous gowns and all this makeup, and it looks really beautiful, but there has to be an element of, like, things just look a little natural, a little bit more, like, you know, not as done. So this kind of hair is really, really popular right now because it looks so beautiful on so many people. And then the last little thing that I always like to do on my clients, especially before hitting the red carpet, is I love to use this product it's actually by Osmo. It's a clay wax. I know it's a little dirty, sorry about that, but you know, what I'm gonna do is I use it the smallest amount that you could possibly imagine, if you can see that right there. And I take it and I put it in my hands, or even on my fingertips, and I just like make it invisible, and then whatever little flyaways are in the front, because on a red carpet, it's so important. You can have the hair as messy as you want it, but the front has to be perfection. I mean, I like frizzy hair, but there is definitely like a fine line.
Yeah.
And you just kind of take it all through here, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm just kind of getting rid of a little bit of the frizz, only around the front. And then you can take the remainder of it and kind of scrunch it into the hair because it's got a really great way of texturizing. And then the very last thing I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to once again use my Szechuan hairspray, and I'm just going to spray it along the hairline of the face, all around the front, to keep the hair out of the face all day. So you can see this. I'm going to show you if you can. Don't worry about seeing me. Just you'll see where I'm going to be spraying. I'm going to be spraying it all along through here. Close your eyes, please, Monica. Sorry. And also on this side. And you always want to ask your clients, please close your eyes. Please close your mouth because it might get in there. Alright guys. And I think we pretty much have it now. I mean, I like it messy. I don't like it too neat. And I like it to look very natural because I find a woman feels the sexiest when their hair is like loose and messy and just like really like, you know, gorgeous and fun like this. So that's it, Monica.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this in the mirror.
Oh, I know. I love it. Oh, you're welcome.